engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night, feel the speed, feel the light, join the ride, hold on.
Great flight, landed in London. We're at Heathrow, leaving on the Heathrow Express, off to Paddington to go and find the coldest refreshment at 9:30 in the morning.
Done.
Fastlane in London with eBet, having the time of our lives. Best station on earth, London Paddington. Willie and I just got here. Architecture is incredible here. Look at this. Look at this. A nice chilly winter's day.
Just amazing.
First order of business: find the oldest pub in Paddington Station.
Done.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So I've got a jacket on, and it's a pretty thick jacket. I'm freezing through this. Let me show you how Mr. Delport travels, right? Look at this. Look at this.
Lightweight, easy comfort. You're not sweating.
Look at this. Look at this.
You're not hot at all.
You're not sweating. It's 1 degree.
It's beautiful, man. It's like, you know, fresh air getting in there. Getting all that
Freezing.
dirt off yourself.
People are going brrr, because it's ice cold here. But apparently not for Mr. Delport. Billy, you machine.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Crazy.
This
Now,
is so nice. I love these.
Fastlane, first trip on this trip in an electric London taxi.
Beautiful. Love it.
Very
This
quiet.
stuff's quiet.
They look like the traditional London taxis, the black cabs. Some of them are white, not black.
Yeah.
But this is electric.
Yeah.
What kind of a range do you get in this electric car?
It's not that good. It's like in the winter it's about 65, in the summer 75.
Wow.
Miles?
But it's got
Yeah.
a petrol generator like it's not a
A
hybrid.
okay, got you.
It's not a hybrid, but
Right.
what it does, it maintains the battery level. So it's got a little 1500cc 3-cylinder engine.
Right. That just charges the battery the whole time.
It doesn't even charge it, but for some reason it's quite a weird technology. It just maintains the battery level. So as long as you've got petrol in there, that's fine. So I had it on the generator just when I had the heat on because it just ran the electric.
Yes.
But it's so say we're on a motorway doing 80, the revs still stay 1500 RPM. There's like, if I was to pull up here, it'd be 1500 RPM. It doesn't matter. So it don't matter if you put an accelerator. It doesn't have. But
It's just there.
It's there.
charge it just
All right.
maintains that level.
Got you.
Very interesting.
So you can never run out. It's alright, it's a good little system.
Yeah, it's a good little system.
Well,
Nice. And the Fastlane is back with a slight difference. Instead of John and me being in the studio, it's Willie Delport and myself live from London as the Fastlane, proudly brought to you by eBet, Breitling, and of course Sunlam Private Wealth. And what a week it's been. I mean, flying up here, Willie, it's been only a few days we've been in London, but boy oh boy, it's been a busy time. Landed in London and literally the next day off to Anfield to watch Liverpool versus Wolves.
that was quite the experience, let me tell you.
I was somebody who doesn't follow the football scene, and I'm going to try to explain my best on a flight out from Cape Town about how big the culture is in terms of the English Premiership. And no doubt you knew that the culture was big, but in terms of being a supporter, a diehard supporter for a team, the history, how special it is to come to your club, your home club, and visiting it. It is always an epic journey to visit a club, whoever you support for the first time, to be a part of the COP, not just go to the club, but be a part of the COP at Anfield. You were there with me in the thick of it.
Oh yeah.
What an event that was.
No, look, it was mind-blowing actually for me, you know, just to experience the love that the people have for their team, the love that people have for the stadium, you know, and it's a cultural thing. You can see it's father to son, and it's been there for so many years, you know.
The songs they sing.
The songs, I mean, this one young kid in front of us, he was like 16, 15 years old.
Unbelievable.
He knew every single song. He actually started the crowd up singing these songs, you know. A 15-year-old boy, and you could see that was his life, you know. He was at a stage there, he was a bit worried. It looked like the guy was going to cry, you know.
100%.
It's amazing, but let me tell you, I'm a convinced Liverpool fan going forward.
I love it. I love that. I've convinced and converted another one. I love it.
Yeah,
and then,
absolutely.
I mean, we started literally with a bang. You thought that when one bucket list event gets ticked off the list, the Fastlane continued, and we headed to central London, more importantly to the O2 Arena, run by the AEG Group. And a huge thanks to my dear friend John Langford, who for many people in South Africa will know him from from his time at big concerts with the SABC, where he was station manager at 5FM. I've known John for over 20 years, and John was just so hospitable to him and his team for opening up the best seats in the house to us for F175. Of course, by the time you'll be watching this, Willie and I will be gearing up to party up a storm with Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull, on stage. But in terms of venue, first of all, the O2 is like a city. They've taken what is originally an arena and turned it into more than just an arena. The functionality of how the O2 arena works is not just, like I said, for a venue to go watch concerts and that. It's a shopping district, it's a restaurant, it's multifaceted what they've done with the O2 arena. And that's to sustain it. Because if you think of something like the Cape Town Stadium, for example, where we're only hosting games and concerts, it's not sustainable to only host games and concerts. You've got to create an office park, you've got to create some kind of commercial space, retail
shopping
space.
and a reason for people to go without a concert being there.
Spot on. And they've got all of that. Restaurants, plentiful. Nightclubs, it's all
bars, pubs.
A hotel inside there as well. So, I mean, really, they've worked it really well. Now, let's talk about the subject. Let's talk about why we came here. Okay, besides the Liverpool and Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull, that we're seeing live in concert tonight, we came for the biggest extravaganza of its kind ever in the history of Formula One. It was called F175, and in 75 years, it's the first time that all teams launched their cars ahead of the season together. All the 10 manufacturers, all the drivers, all the team principals, everything about Formula One, as we know it, came alive on the Tuesday evening at the O2 Arena. Willie, let's first talk about the show before we get into the politics of Formula One and talk a little bit about the vehicles, etc.
We'll get there.
One of the best shows I think I've ever seen in my life.
Look, the effort that went into setting up the stage. I mean, we had stages moving up and down, cars going up and down on lifts and jacks, spinning 360,
screens
coming out of the roof, fireworks. I mean, it was sparklers running down, it was laser lights everywhere, shows, artists, Kane Brown, Machine Gun Kelly. It was
Take that to close it off.
Unbelievable. Take that to close it off.
Willie goes, who are these guys?
I didn't know that.
I said, it's a Robbie Williams band. I mean, just this doesn't quite encapsulate what it was, but have a look at this. Here we go, Fastlane live from well, not live, we're just at the O2 Arena for F175. What a great experience this is going to be. Can't wait. 1 minute to go to showtime. Best seats in the house. There we go. That is what it was like, well, at least from a mobile point of view, phone point of view, to try and shoot and capture the experience that was being in that crowd on that evening. Now, let's get to the unveil, some highs and lows of the F175. First, it was action-packed. Literally, Willie and I could not leave our seats because it was one thing after the other. To Jack Whitehall, the host, what a great, he was funny, he was great, amazing. He was super.
No, he just took the edge off everything because there was so much stiffness though between the drivers and the team bosses. Man. You could see they were all like, they were ready to fight. They were not ready to.
There was a lot of anxiety.
On the track,
a lot of anxiety. What did you think of the cars first of all?
For me personally, let me get this name right.
Yes, I'll say it's a long one.
The Visa Cash App Bulls, right?
Yeah.
That's it, okay. So the Visa Cash App Bulls car, for me, best car of the year. I mean, the livery is Racing Bulls. I did get it wrong.
Yeah.
But
you said you're going to get it wrong 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah. So very funny, and I mean, their livery is just amazing. It's stunning.
Yeah. Best looking car by far. I mean, you and I said when it came out and was unveiled, we were like, that is a good looking Formula One car.
I think Williams did a really good job.
Yeah. Red Bull was a bit weird.
I don't know what they did. There's something about car culture, and I mean, we're all about car culture, and we're all about, bringing racers from every corner of the earth together and finding a place for them to race. I don't know what they did, if it was a ballet or
I have no idea.
Car culture, I don't know.
I was watching
It's
and I was
confusing.
going, well, I don't know what's happening, but I guess they wanted to say that we appreciate people from all walks of life,
Yeah.
on the street races to people that mod their cars, etc. And Red Bull Racing is kind of encapsulating all that. I think it was more of a nod to what Red Bull are doing outside of Formula One. Yeah. They've invested heavily in South Africa in spinning or drifting. So it was a nod to street culture with racing, I think.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit all of it. And no, they're not hearing from the drivers. I mean, Christian Horner, let's just talk about the biggest shock moment as a Formula One fan, as the police sirens in London come through in the background.
They don't stop.
We're going to keep it real. This happens all night, every night in London. Those street police sirens at you in the background, it's actually going to get closer. Come through.
All over.
The booing for Christian Horner.
Yeah, I think that was very unsportsmanlike. I mean, I'm not the guy to boo. I mean, I'm not a Lewis Hamilton fan, for instance. I'm not a Mercedes fan, but I'm not to boo them. I mean, good competition is healthy. I mean, you want to have strong opposition. You want to have somebody that's pushing you to be better.
Yes.
So I don't think booing is appropriate. I really don't like it. So yeah, I found that quite rude.
Yeah, they booed the FIA. We were trying to figure out what they booed.
They booed the FIA.
So what happened is the
people
logo
that bring
came out
this.
and they booed them for all the regulations and how they've kind of throttled Formula One in the past couple of years.
I get it.
Then Pirelli came on. There was another cheer. They kind of brought the cheer back. But all in all, 2 hours of non-stop action that saw us very little sleep taking place. We then hopped on a flight, went across to Dublin to go and spend some time, just as one would, drinking some of the black coffee mixture that you and I love on a daily basis. Black Irish water. Having a great time. A huge thanks to our hosts there, to Gareth, who joined us on the trip, the Irish national hockey coach, Mayberg. You can tell the South African name like that. He's an Irish national hockey coach.
Absolutely.
And then Ray and Sam in Dublin. Just thanks so much for hosting Willie and I and the Fastlane before we head back to London here, and obviously to watch Pitbull a little bit later on this evening. Willie, from here, of course, we go back and see what John's been up to. He's been driving that GLC63.
Oh, wow.
So John, tell us a little bit about that experience.
So Ryan, I'm sitting here now after handing those keys back, unfortunately, of the Mercedes AMG GLC63. We always talk about how difficult it is to give some of the cars back, and this was definitely one of them for me. Things that I liked, there's so many on that vehicle, too many to actually mention, but to name a few, I think the color, the matte silver, really it was something different, and I liked it a lot. It caught a lot of attention on the road. People really stopped and looked and couldn't believe that such a big car can perform and accelerate like it does. I love the fact that you can switch quickly between the driver modes from full electric to comfort to sport to sports plus, and then to obviously race mode, where the thing just comes alive. I can't even tell these days whether the sound is coming from the speaker system or from the outside, but you know what, it doesn't matter because it just sounds awesome. It's incredible the sounds that they get out of these cars, and that launch, from robot to robot, it just pushes you back into the seat. The stopping power on the car is incredible. In terms of drivability daily, not an issue whatsoever. Back and fo from the schools. That was really nice, with all the kids' stuff in the back of the car, plenty of space. And then at night, these cars light up extremely nicely. I love the LED lighting throughout the car, and the fact that you can change the colors. It really makes driving at night quite an experience. The car, when you walk towards it, when you unlock it, it's got the way the LEDs, I love it. They go back and forth in the front and the back, and little gimmicky things you might say, but it really does add a touch of class. You open the door and there's the Mercedes badge shining on the floor. So big fan. I think it's going to do very, very well in its category. I think it's going to dominate, and sadly, hopefully we can get to drive it at some point again, maybe through Roller Luxury Collection when they get the car as maybe a demo, or they sell a second-hand version. We can get to try one in a couple of months, but it's a thumbs up for me, and I look forward to seeing what we drive next in the fast lane. Look forward to seeing you back in South Africa, as I must say I miss my wingman, and it's a lot more fun sharing the excitement with someone in the hot seat next to me. So we will be bringing you more in the next couple of weeks, and watch the space. We've got some exciting cars coming through the fast lane.
Yeah, there we go. So you see, it's all happening this week live. Well, it's not live because it's pre-recorded and it goes up, but we've been very much alive in London this week. Huge thanks to eBet. We've done some amazing things with them. And this is the whole point about getting out there and using sites like eBet, because everybody wants to try and have the opportunity to win something. Whether it's another opportunity to you could travel again, whether it's getting some bucks together to do something cool with your life, to buy a new car, to invest in property, doing it in a fun way. And so through gaming and through eBet's opportunities, there's always an opportunity for you to possibly make your dreams come true by coming along like this and having a week like this in London to tick off all those boxes. Watch a Liverpool game, watch an F1 event, watch a live concert, have a good time, all while ticking off these bucket list items. So Willie, to you and the team at eBet, a huge thanks. We've seen all kinds of planes, trains and automobiles, and it's been a fun time here in London. We'll be back from our normal studio next week, and again, a huge thanks to eBet, of course, Breitling watches. And how many Breitling stores did I take you to when we were here?
Jeez, if we have to go into another Breitling store, I'm leaving.
It's got so bad that when I slept in the morning, I needed just to catch up on sleep, and Gareth and Willie went through to London. They were sending me pictures of random Breitling stores throughout the course. Nathan at the boutique, and everyone that's been so helpful. Willie for doing some shopping for me, picking up and some Breitling straps, etc., etc. And then Sunderland Private Wealth, who we've been doing some really cool things back in Joburg with, and at a very special racetrack in South Africa that I can't say a word about, so I'm not going to. We'll catch you again next week in the Fastlane.
Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane. So sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh.